I'm Street, and this is, I think it makes 1 week that I have like dug into my freeform lock journey. I decided this, well, yes, 1 week. Tomorrow technically would be 1 week. So I started on Saturday, the 22nd, I believe, April 22nd. Tomorrow, just Saturday, will be 1 week. And I mean, this is it. I started it from just an afro and just let it kind of do its thing for a week. I know it's kind of too early to tell, but I kind of basically for my own stuff, I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of documentation just so I can reference it in the future, you know, to see how it's turning out, how it's going. I mean, the only thing I've done, I watched it last Saturday when I first started. I watched it, combed it out the very first day, and just let it be natural. And then I wet it on Wednesday because I wet my hair anyway when I get in the shower. So I wet it on Wednesday. I was going somewhere because it was getting big. It was getting real big. So I wet it on Wednesday, and then today, which is Friday, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be Saturday. But Friday, today, I washed it. I did a little bit of a co-wash. This is what I normally use. I haven't bought any. I just mixed the two into one because the first, it was like really dry all week. So I just kind of mixed a little bit of conditioner into the shampoo. And that was it. Just did it. You know, didn't comb it or anything. Didn't, you know, I'm trying not to manipulate it. Well, that's a lie. Technically, it's a semi-freeform because I'm trying to like pop them or split them. I don't know the correct term. I think it's popping your locks, but I'm not really at a point where it's anything to pop. So I just kind of like, you see they're kind of forming their own sections, and I want to keep it that way. So I just kind of go through and did like this and like, you know, split them, pop them, whatever. But I don't want to, I'm not trying to do it too much because I'm not really sure if these are the sections, like if it's gonna stay that way. It's still a lot of loose hair, so I'm not sure what's connected to what, or you know. So that's really it. I just kind of, it wasn't a lot of videos at the very beginning. A lot of people kind of jumped in and did the 1 month update, and it's not a lot of people other than Taryn Guy with my texture hair that I've seen doing the freeform. I've seen a couple, but most of the people who do have my texture hair or show pictures of my texture are already locked or in like a month or two, and I kind of wanted to see like the start of it. So this is 6 days in, like I said. So yeah, this is really it. I guess later on I'll get into the why, what made me want to do it. I've been wanting to lock my hair for a long time, and honestly I knew about freeforming, but I didn't know about freeforming. Like, I've seen it, I just never considered it, and that's a whole another conversation. But right now, it's really hard trying not to, you know what, let me just say the back, turn around, I don't know, this is the back, boom boom boom, can you see that? You can still see me. So this is the back. I don't know if any of that was helpful. But the only thing that really kind of like pisses me off is like these little things right here. These are like a different texture than my whole head. So I really don't know what the hell is going to happen with these two bangs. I'm not sure. And it's really starting to frustrate me because, like, I don't know. Like, because I'm not doing anything, like, I don't really mind what my hair, I care what my hair looks like, but I always just did my fro, so it wasn't like I really had to do anything. But these kind of, this makes a difference. So I try to not to tuck it behind my ear, but I don't want to stretch it because it prolongs the locking. And then, you know, I don't always keep it in a ponytail because, again, I don't want to interfere with it naturally locking. So patience. So I was like, maybe I'll just twist these, or maybe I'll just, you know, kind of form these locks or comb coil them, or, you know. But then I was like, chill, just let it happen. Let it happen on its own. So that's what I'm trying to do. I think this is my very first video on this channel, so I know it's kind of messy and low budget, but this is what I'm working with, sitting on my bathroom floor talking about my hair. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working with. like I said, I kind of I watched a lot of videos just to kind of know about, for a couple years, which is crazy. For like a couple years, I've been watching lock maintenance videos, how you should tend to your locks, what you shouldn't do with your locks, which what I wish I would have known before I did my locks. I watched all of those videos and I still hadn't started my lock journey. So now I'm actually doing it, but really, like I referenced before, Taryn Guy is kind of like my go-to. Even though she's new into the journey, it's just to kind of see what it looks like. Not to get the information, but just to see the progress, because her texture is kind of like the closest to mine that I've seen that isn't actual, like, manicure locks. I've seen people with my texture, but there's like really manicured, you know, they started with the comb coils or twist, or they went to a loctician. And as far as the freeform or semi-freeform, you know, I don't really see too much. So that's what I'm like, all right, I need to, like, granted, I know you know, it won't look the same as hers or anybody else's, but you know, I just wanted a reference because, you know, I mean, it's my journey and I'm game for whatever happens, but, you know, I still want to see what's the possibility. So that's kind of what I'm going to. Like I said, it's just 1 week so far. I'm supposed to be going to Virginia Beach next week, and yeah, hopefully it sections a little more so that I can put like the top and the points. Like I said, I'm trying not to touch the front because I really don't know what's happening to it. It kind of just looks like a mess. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm dealing with. Yeah, that's really it. So I probably won't do anything else until, I'll try to take pictures like week 2, week 3, and then I won't do another update until 1 month. That's my plan. But I'll probably do other videos in between now and then, so you'll be able to get to see it. But yeah, that's really it. Wow, I'm at 7 minutes running my mouth. Sorry about that. Yeah, this isn't to give any information as far as like knowledge, because I don't know nothing, y'all. I just said I want my hair to lock naturally, and that's what I'm doing. All of my information is from YouTube, so, you know, this is just a reference if you kind of want to see it and want to see other people go through. I love going through journeys with people, even though I don't know them, but just kind of like, oh, I'm at that stage too. Even if it's a weight loss journey or a, you know, a hair journey, or just an emotional journey. I kind of like to see other people doing the same thing, just so it's like, you know, my brother or my sister, whatever the case. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Again, my name is Street. My roots look like this. I don't really know. You can see this whole situation in my glasses. I didn't even realize that. Nope. Oh well. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. Oh, it's hard trying to, my biggest thing right now, I said I wasn't gonna go into pros and cons yet because what do I know? It's only been a week. But it's hard to just kind of let it be out because right now I'm in Arizona and it's hot as FUMG. No, I'm just kidding. It's hot as hell. Seriously. Yeah, so to just have it on my face, that's not even like, if I'm outside, that's not even a possibility. Because I ain't trying to die, y'all, from a heat stroke. I don't even have a full lock yet. If I get 1 lock, then whatever happens, happens. But until then, I don't want to die just yet. And I'm not trying to be passed out on the Arizona floor. So, no, that can't happen. But that's it. So, here's my hair again. If you can see, kind of like, it's kind of already trying to find this little section. So, I'm cool with that. You know, like I said, this is the only part that I don't know what the hell is happening. So that is all. Street, over and out. That was really corny. Sorry.